Back, everybody, showing us how to take an iconic trend and giving it a personal touch is our very own Orly Shanny.
Yeah, Orly, are you stealing my game ideas now? I
Yep.
mean,
Oh my gosh.
Now we're doing letters here.
That's right. I stalked you. This isn't going to work very well out there. I
think Sophie's going to do just as well.
Exactly.
I think it's purple.
So basically, personalizing everything we wear is really popular right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been probably one of the most consistent trends across all brands, high and low, is this personalization of fashion. And brands are gifting it to sort of high-end celebrities, and it's got their name on the back of a jacket or on a purse. So it's really kind of taking ownership of our fashion, which is really fun and makes everything kind of special. This is also very, very reminiscent of the 90s. It was like Chanel Escada belts. I mean,
I grew up in Nashville in the 70s, and we had our name on the back of our belt. It was like,
yeah. Do you know what? Wait a minute. We're doing that next week. I'm doing that next week. It was
like
in Dollywood.
yeah.
When we were in Dollywood, they had the necklaces and they had the belts with their names.
Oh, my God.
It was so cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
It all comes back.
Other brother Daryl. Is this hard? Is it complicated, though?
Okay.
Because there's a lot of moving parts here.
Yeah, so you know what? What it really comes down to is finding your letters. It was actually harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought that I'd be able to find letters about this size very easily, like charms, keyring charms, and I couldn't really. So what I did find is on Amazon, these, which if you can see there on the side, there's a big gap there right in the middle. That's because it's meant for this. You can go up here right on the dress form. This is a bracelet, and these are meant actually to slide right onto a bracelet. However, we can use that gap and put our rings in there and kind of make this work. So this step is going to seem a little bit more complicated than if you might at your local craft store, if you can find a regular letter with like that little key ring thing on the top, this is going to be easier.
You're in.
But I couldn't find that, so we kind of finagled it.
Okay, so walk us through how to make this.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is create your letters. Let's say I just want to do mom. We're going to make them longer, but let's just say for argument's sake. You're going to take your jump rings, which...
Let's do it this way, because it's wow to everybody.
Again, you're like Sophie now.
Again, yeah, I don't know what's happening. So these are jump rings right here. They are how you kind of can add charms on. Now, Penelope Hodson, one of our lovely viewers, has made it very clear that I have not opened these correctly for the last year, you guys. So you're not supposed to take it like this and bend it open because it will distort the shape. You're supposed to open it almost like a door, and hold on, like that. Nice. So see that little gap? Yes, thank you, Penelope.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, because I,
You're not
didn't know, okay?
experts.
Exactly. So the next thing that you're going to do is you would loop it through your letter, just like that. Okay, so now it's on your letter. And the next thing I'm going to show just on here, and then I'm going to complete a finished one, is your next thing is to loop it onto that chain there. And you're going to start to lay out, you're going to start to lay out your letters. So what you could do is you could write out your name and sort of figure out how far apart you needed them. The one that I was wearing before is right here. And I decided every other was good. So I put it here, every other, and that's what I've done right here. So here's the I.
Can I ask you something, Orly? Does it matter the size of the letters and the weight, really, since you're going to be wearing this around?
Yeah, it's actually not very heavy. I mean, the letters you're going to be using are not like... They're not real gold. They're not like metal. They're not even bronze. Or even silver. Okay. They're made of some sort of something. I don't even know what. So you're basically going to put them on, and none of them are going to be heavy enough that it's going to be painful or weighted down in any way. So what you do is create your little spacing like that, and then in your belt, you want to take your belt and put it on, and kind of mark, right, your hip bones is about the right spot. So mark on your hip bones where you want it to be and take your leather hole punch. You can see right there, see that little hole?
Itty-bitty.
Right here.
There you go.
All you do is that little tiny hole. So on the end of one chain, you're going to add your jump ring. What you really need to do, though, is you have to add something like this. It's like the clasp for a bracelet or a necklace, because otherwise you can't get into it. Because the belt comes in front, right? Like, this is the belt. So if it was closed, I wouldn't be able to get into it because it wouldn't open.
That's a really good tip.
So yeah, so then
especially if you're trying to go to the bathroom.
Right, yeah. So you would clip it together, and then right here, I would just clip it right on.
Just like
Hello,
that.
yes.
Oh, that's got to be Kim Douglas.
That's got to be Kim.
Of course it is.
Jerry's calling. He's upset about the kiss.
Yeah, the kiss. He saw it.
It's a job you're available.
So that's basically how you would do it then. You have one side clipped, and then you would clip it on, and there it would hang, and then when it's time to take it off, you unclip the one side and undo it.
Okay. You spelled it wrong. It should be Ori.
Or, yes, I added the L.
Oh, I got
There's
How much does this cost to make?
No, wait, but first of all, what about big? Like you do bigger letters?
Yeah. Well, so for instance, when I wasn't sure I was able to find the right metal letters, I thought, how can we make this work anyway? So I did it with wooden letters, which are like 99 cents for a whole pack at a craft store. I got working on it earlier, so take a look, and here it is. Okay, so those are the materials that I needed. I just got a piece of wood to lay my letters on, because next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a tiny drill bit, like 1/16 or 1/8, and you're going to drill a little hole, because these obviously don't have holes in them. You put them onto the wood and put a piece of tape just so that nothing's going to move on you. Now you go all the way across, create your little holes, and I wanted to make this, gold. So what I did is just got regular spray paint, metallic gold spray paint, and spray painted them. And then the rest of the process is exactly the same. You open your jump rings, you put the jump rings through, and what you end up with is a belt that I think is appropriate for our lovely host. Look at that.
I see this more as a necklace.
I think a necklace
I think
works.
a belt for Mark that says Steinitz might be a little weird, but I'm okay with it if you want. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like hook it, because I'm going to actually add it to
There
one of
you
your
go.
belts. I already got Kate's approval. She said yes.
Yeah, just so you know that you may have desperate plumber, I have desperate host here.
Fantastic.